All right, everybody. This is Luke Barksdale with Viz 3D Space, back for episode 12. We're down in Guntersville again today. Question we're answering today: what is the difference between an architect and a designer? Do you need an architect, or can you just work with a designer? Big question. Let's clear it up. Commercial, always architect. Need an architect every time. Recommendation from me, personal recommendation would be 15,000 square foot plus. Maybe look at getting an architect involved, especially if there's like very, very large spans or maybe some unique structural elements. I know we've done some like pretty large ICF homes. Having architects involved with those always is a bit of a benefit. Architects are licensed professionals. They handle complex structures. Most of the time, the big benefit is if it's a code-heavy project, there's going to be a lot of codes involved. And again, that lends itself more to like the commercial aspect of things. You don't really have a need. You don't have to have one for residential, especially not in Alabama. There may be a few places, maybe like covenantal requirements want you to have one, but it's not like state required. Designers, they focus mainly on residential spaces. That's what we are. Lifestyle flow, helping families get exactly what they want within a budget. That's more of like a designer focus. That's more what we do as a company at Viz. We partner with architects a lot on projects. Got a couple we partner with in Huntsville, a couple in Birmingham, things like that. In many cases, designers partner with engineers to get technical stamps, like we do with architects and stuff. But if there's any engineering to be done, we can also just bring them in. If they don't have to have an architectural stamp, an engineer will stamp it. But bringing the creative and practical side of home planning, that's falls more in the design aspect. And a lot of times what you see with architects is they sub that out. So you'll have an architect that is the lead on it, and they may do some of the conceptual stuff up front, but a lot of times they've got a draftsman or a designer they sub to, or maybe they have in-house, and they'll work that project through. So they're actually doing a lot of the hands-on work. So for residential, I would say designers are probably geared a little bit better to handle that, unless, like I said, multi-million-dollar, very large homes that maybe they have some exponential load requirements. Like I know we did one that had this pool that had maybe like a 24-foot retaining wall. Well, once it got into that, we can draw it, but the details on how that's going to be reinforced and held up needs to be done by an engineer or an architect. And so there's a pass-off point, there's a handoff for stuff like that, or a partnership. And a lot of times it's a partnership, honestly. So bottom line, architects are highly technical, designers highly personal. That's probably like big differences there. If you're building a custom home, a designer often is going to give you the lifestyle focused design that you're going to want without overcomplicating the process. And then if you have an overcomplicated product that you're looking for, then, or not to say overcomplicated, but a highly complicated product that you're looking for, then bringing an architect on board would be beneficial. But a lot of these designers are going to know their limits, and if they don't, that's a red flag for you. Again, this is Luke Barksdale with Viz 3D Space. Reach out to me via email, lukebarksdale@viz3dspace.com, or hit us up on the Facebook page, Viz 3D Space, and check us out. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.